Gonna have a very important chat today. And some people, their lives will change forever from this conversation. This is an urgent message about an energy that has been developing for years. It is a transition. If you are able to pay attention throughout this message today, you're gonna realize what we've all been through, really post 2020. October energy. There were 3 stages for our major transition. It could not have been done all at once. And this month, you have the opportunity to change your everyday life forever. And will you make the most of this opportunity? It is a stabilization of the timeline. You are preparing for this for the entire year. In today's lesson, I'm going to share from my everyday life, firsthand experience, what I've been through in 2 previous Octobers. And we see the cycle and how we got to where we are right now. So I'm so grateful for everyone coming on the live stream. Jen, Regina, BC, thank you all for coming on. Becky, it's good to see everyone. It really is important. It's an important moment for you. Your life will change. I was able to change my life because I was able to push through fear. I'm not going to say that there's not fear. I appreciate that, Crystal. You're going to have to push through fear. I had to push through fear in 2 Octobers. If you stand back and then you look at everything that's happened, you see the bigger picture. And I see this in 2-year intervals. And it's a cycle that we go through. And your life can't be transformed all at once. It's not physically possible. There's real actual things that have to change. You don't just flash a magical wand and then you just appear. So it has to be done in phases. There's real things that you need to do. There's real things that actually have to occur. And that's why it was done in cycles. And now this is a very important message for this October and how the rest of your everyday life will change. And it's time to take back the actual reality that you're experiencing. This is a very important message today. I'm so grateful for everyone being on. And please click the like button. It allows others to find this very important message. We're back outside today, enjoying the beautiful crisp weather. Yeah, it's crazy how quick but it's going to get warmer again. I like the the contrast, and that's why God gives us compare and contrast, so we appreciate things a lot more. You might have been through a time period this year. This was the 9-year. So in order for you to change, you might have went through pain. And when you're able to go through the pain, that's why when the blessings come in, you're so much more grateful for those blessings because you had the contrast. So you don't take things for granted. You won't take your divine counterpart for granted. You won't take your new vocation for granted. You won't take your living conditions for granted, your blessings, the abundance, so on and so forth. So that's why we had to go through everything that we have been through. October is the stabilization of the timeline. And I went through this in intervals in 2021, in 2023, and now in 2025, October. And each year, I went through a preparation for the timeline jump that I went through in October. Both Octobers, when this ability to make the timeline jump. Some people will ignore this, and people will pass this opportunity by. All right. So when I reflect on my journey, I had to push through fear, and I'm grateful that I was able to push through the fear. Otherwise, if I would have so much regret right now, my life would be in a totally different place. And now people have another opportunity this October, the 8th month, October. For those that the Captain Literal man doesn't get it, right? This is the 8th, right? October. 8, 2021, 2023, 2025, 8. And you will have the free will decision to push through fear. And ascension is not done all at once. Manifestation is not all done at once. Real, actual things need to play out. I had to have what on paper. If you never saw my video on what is a quantum event, you should check that video out. You know, on paper, some of these things they might look, you know, like it was a bad thing, right? But some of these things they were testing me, and your old life needs to totally dissolve in order for you to have a better life. I'm so grateful for everything that God put me through in the previous years to get to now, but there was something that came from this sacred heart, okay? When I stood out on the beach and I left you guys a message and I said, life is a series of choices that we make that reveal our content of character. And in both times in October, I had to make a choice, a free will choice. And that year, there was a lot of preparation to get to October. And, you know, whether I had to, you know, stand up for what I believed in, take the opportunity to be dislodged, right, from a timeline, from a reality. You were raptured out of a situation. I had to push through because it was something I've never done before. So there's a lot of fear. So even if you have great opportunities right before your very eyes, there's a lot of fear. I had to push through it. In 2023, all right, I had to go through a little bit of fear once again in October. And because I made the free will decision in 2021 in October. That was stage 1 of the timeline. And then I made another free will decision and pushed through fear in 2023. That was another stage of the timeline. Now we are here in October of 2025. And you're going to feel this, and I felt this before. That's why I've been sharing. This ain't my first rodeo. I share from first-hand experience. The regret that I would have had if I didn't push through the fear in 21, in 23, in October. Now we have another opportunity, and more people will have this opportunity. I refer to Dolores Cannon a lot, and this is the true ascension journey. And she said the physical body can't do it all at once. To do major changes in our everyday life, if you're new to this, you have to realize that your nervous system is responsible for the reality that you're experiencing. And that's why, you know, we go through time periods, it could be months, to regulate our nervous system to get our frequency, which is coming from that nervous system and heart chakra. I was talking about it yesterday. Okay, Golden Trinity's right in feeling it. You could be feeling it right now. There's a real actual opportunity, and I'm here to encourage all of you. I would have so much regret. I shared how, you know, I did those beautiful lessons out on the beach, and if I went back to 2021, and I went to my previous self. So you might be a person that is riddled. You you have fear about something. Maybe it's to move. And you're moving to paradise and you're afraid of it. Maybe there's a man that you have run away from and it's your divine counterpart and you're scared to talk to him, right? There's all fears, all different types of fears. Maybe there's a job opportunity and you've been doing that job your whole life, okay? And now you have a different opportunity. Well, you're gonna have to push through the fear. And the regret I would have had if I didn't push through the fear. I had to do things that were I never did before. That's the identity. That resides in the subconscious. That's why, and I've been discussing this on the channel. If you're new, click the subscribe button. Take this journey. October is going to change our everyday lives forever. It happened already for me, and I'm just sharing it with all of you. And those that understand this journey, you knew this time period, you knew it happened in phases. It's all about October. It's all about October. Tommy Davidson, thank you so much for the super chat. I will keep it up. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the support. I love you. Ashley writes, listening to your message before church. I appreciate that. It's all about October. And, you know, when I reflect on my everyday life and the gratitude that I have, but God put me in positions that, you know, it seemed a little scary. But through my sacred heart, pushing through the fear, you got to push through the fear. Who's in control of you, right? Is the fear, you know, that's where, you know, if you want to look at it in a biblical sense, that's where, you know, the devil, right, is controlling you through fear. Do you have faith or do you have fear? There are people, and you could save this. You know, I've been telling the community, I call them receipts. We're going to look back at this at the end of this year in December, and we're going to see people that went one way and people that they clinged on to their matrix schedule. They clinged on to their matrix lifestyle. And they sat there with their arms crossed and they refused. And that's cool. And that's cool. But on my journey, I know that, you know, I'm so grateful that I said, you know what? I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity. If you truthfully have, like a lot of people have a hard exterior shell, but if you're like nice and lovable on the inside, there's something that is going to drive you. And that's actually who you are. So society, the world might have hardened you, right? I'm sure there's tons of people that are listening to this right now. The society might have hardened you. It hasn't been easy. But that's not who you truthfully are. Brandy writes, ooey gooey on the inside. Okay, everyone's waking up right now. It's good to see everyone that just stumbled in. Please put a like on this video if you just came in. It's an urgent message about October. To shift your outer experience, you must first shift your internal frequency. So this year, there was a frequency reset, and these are things I have discussed over the year. Again, if you're new, you go to the channel page, you check these things out. And you might have had a lot of reset in your solar plexus, all the nerves, your nervous system, your heart chakra. It's not easy, these things, all right? And I share them. Go to the playlist, Ascension Guide 101. It's waiting for you. And that's why you went through all these things. For October, this is the time period. It is the now. And there is no, I'm not ready. And I'm going to share because I see it all, right? What I do here on YouTube and Facebook and all the platforms, I teach you the truth. And I back it up with real life evidence. Some people, they don't want to do it. Some people want to do spiritual bypassing, and that's cool. But today, right now, all of us, we have to be empowered. We have to realize that October, it is so important. And this is the moment. This is the moment that you've been waiting for, and there is an opportunity. And maybe, like, you know, you will have regret. Maybe you'll have to go through things for another 2-year cycle. The timeline is not a line. It's a spiral. Yeah, it's always you, right? And I could reflect on my life, right? It's always you. Why does the same lesson keep coming up? Right? Because you didn't do it, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again, until you break through and you do something totally different that you never would have done before as the previous version of yourself. And then you will expand outward. I get all different types of things, okay? Bro, I keep getting the same type of thing in the workplace. The same crazy boss, right? And I went to a different location. It's the same thing. Or I get a lot of girls. Oh, why do I keep attracting the same type of worthless male? Why do I keep getting the same relationship? You. It's time to make a new decision. It's time to follow our heart. If you're going with the I'm telling you this. If I went with my rational mind in October, and a lot of fear out there. I went through it already. I did it. I'm only here today because I pushed through the fear. It was in October. A lot of people know the massive shift, right, that the whole world went through post 2020, right? Did you watch my full video, The World's Not the Same After 2020? Watch that video. But it couldn't all happen at once. Everyone said, the world went, and then you had an opportunity, and then you have a level up experience, and then you have a level up experience. This October, and the world is shaking right now. You feel this, all right? A lot of this is also directed by Pluto, the subconscious, right? Some people know about these celestial bodies, and what is the importance of the subconscious? It's 95% of your everyday life, yeah? It's like the iceberg. You think it's so big, but it's underneath the water. So it's tremendous. It's the subconscious. It's the subconscious. This is an opportunity. So in your mind, if you're going to be living in the ego, if you're going to keep, I'm not going to do it. I got to worry about my matrix schedule. All right. And the regret I would have had if I went back in time and I looked at those beautiful, everyone loved those beautiful, if you missed those videos, they'll pop up on the screen. It'll be in the pinned comment. I suggest everyone watch all 3 of them. And I looked at those videos, I said, this is what I could be doing. But you were scared, right? You were afraid. You were afraid. You were afraid to follow your heart. You were afraid. The regret I would have. I say this with the Holy Spirit. Okay, the regret I would have. All this opportunity, all the friends I've made, the new location. I live in paradise because I pushed through the fear in October. And there's a timeline. This is happening. These are energies. 888. It's time to take the leap, Robert. Absolutely. Chosen to be different. I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Do you think that it would be wise for me to pursue college, trade school, secondary education? I appreciate you chosen to be different. You got to make your own decisions, what calls you. And again, there's many different paths in life. You know, as a person that both went to the university and self-taught. That's why a lot of things in my life, God gives me both, right? So when you lead millions of people, you have to have both lenses. So, you know, I went to both university and was self-taught. These are our journeys. So you have to go in your heart and say, what do I really want to get out of life? And that might change. And something happened this year. Oh, yeah. So you might be getting this, and you could say to yourself, you know, something happened. It's like I'm broken on the inside. You can't go back. I can't fix it. I can't fix it. And I feel that, and you know, it's like, you know, something changes, and you realize what's really important in life, and maybe it's because you never seen this thing before, and then you saw it, and then you felt it. That's actually, you feel it. You feel this thing, and then it causes an internal shift. I love the birds. Love the birds. I love the birds. The birds are out. Confirmation. I appreciate if you click the like button. If you just stumbled on this live stream podcast, if I'm in your ear, if you're driving, it's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. So there is an opportunity. And again, all of these terms, there's timeline splits, there's the rapture, there's all these different terms, right? It all means the same thing. There are people that are going in one general direction, and there's people that are going back to the box. They're going back to the matrix. Are you gonna rise this October? Or are you gonna sit there with regret? Okay, at the end of this year, we're gonna revisit this, and we're gonna say, look at where we are. Look at where we are. And you could revisit this time period, and there's going to be people that rise up, and they're going to have the true love, they're going to have the true vocation, and then there's going to be people, oh, I was afraid. And then you could just tell your friends about how you were afraid. Imagine if I was afraid to stand up. Oh, I stood up. I was one of the few people that stood up, right? Some people know my story. If I was too afraid to move to paradise, get in a car and go, right? That's true. Okay, if you're new, click subscribe. Look at my manifestation master classes. I'm a master at manifestation. I didn't even realize these things, and I actually had to study. I said, what the heck was I doing? And you will have fear because it's different, and your nervous system doesn't realize it. Okay, living in paradise, it was different. Okay, Ronnie, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. My Italian brother from another mother, thank you for all you do. I'm so grateful for you, Ronnie. We are the royal family. We all go through these experiences together in different ways. The lessons, you'll know who your soul family is. And a lot of us, okay, remember, it's not all at once, but if you really review 2020 till now, and you're going to see people, and you're going to say, oh, we all kind of had these lessons. We all had to see these things. We all had to overcome these things, and we have to rise up. And we all have to rise up. Everyone's putting the crowns. Everyone's going to put rise up in October in the chat, in the comments. You have to, or you actually don't have to do anything. It's going to be your. And again, karma is not good or bad. It just is. Okay, I got good karma for in October when this opportunity came up, and I had to push through fear. So then it also would have been my karma. I'm going to go back to a different version of, say, in a different alternate reality where Mikey was afraid. Oh, I was afraid to do this. And again, the fear is going to be there, but will you push through the fear? The fear is nothing compared, the pain of doing it, the pain of pushing through the fear is nothing compared to the pain of regret. I don't know how I would live with myself if I didn't do what I did in both of those Octobers. If you just stumbled in, and I want you to reflect on your everyday life. You know, did you go through shifts in 2021, 2023, now 2025? It couldn't have all happened at once. It would be too much of a shock to the nervous system. And that's what Dolores Cannon meant. This is true ascension. It doesn't mean we're flying, oh, he's flying in the clouds. He's flying in the clouds now. That's not what it is, bro. I'm in a totally, dude, hi. I'm in a totally different reality that I was in like 2020. I'm in a totally different reality. This is what it actually looks like. Not flying in the clouds, manifestation on a unicorn. There's conscious thought, there's radical action, there's pushing through the fear, and you are able to break the subconscious programming that 95% of this world will not be able to do. And people will you know what, and complain about you because you make them feel like this because you were strong enough. You were strong enough to make the jump. You were strong enough to go after your true love. You were strong enough to do these things. You got to be strong. You have to be a light warrior in October. Why don't you write it in the comments? I am a light warrior. This is the time. Not all times are the same. There's moments. It's designed this way. And everything, and I prepared for these things all year. All right? There was several months leading up to October. And then there was an opportunity. And I went boom, and I performed at my finest in inopportune conditions. And sometimes it's like, it's not even real. It's just in our brain that it's that bad. It's really not that bad. It's like you're on a roller coaster, right? The roller coaster of Earth. That fun, let's do it again. We're not doing it again. We're moving forward now. We're not doing it again. But again, there are things that you are tackling in sections. And again, this is where I know a lot of people that are consuming more ascension-based spiritual content. You knew that in post-2020, there was a free will decision. And you might be getting this, you didn't realize it, right? And especially for maybe some of younger people. You were doing it from the subconscious. You were doing it from your soul. And you said you rejected the matrix post-2020. And you were calling out, and you were going on this journey. You weren't realizing it. This is such an important message today because now you have the opportunity to anchor in the timeline. And some people won't do it, and some people will do it. I'm not here to give you unicorns and rainbows. I'm here to give you the truth. And so now I show you what I did on my journey. I know there's new people. There's people that watched me all the watchers here, just watching. All we need to have are witnesses and observers, right? In the quantum. We need to have witnesses and observers. And I'm observing too. I appreciate look, the chat's blowing up. I appreciate all of you. There are people that you don't even know, and they're like, these are the strangers that God sends to you. I appreciate that. Everyone that's commenting right now, I appreciate you all. So alignment is a gift from God. Alignment, this is what I've been teaching. I have realized this myself. Alignment is a gift from God. I hope everyone today writes it in the comments, lives this, and gets it in that brain. Alignment is a gift from God. Not every job is a good thing. Not every relationship is a good thing. Not every alignment is a gift from God. You could have a job, and you're doing, it's a good job, but it's draining you. It's not feeding your soul. But if you're in alignment in your work, and that's why we have to get recalibrated and refined and work out. God was working on the foundation. It's a gift from God when you could show it. It's not work. It's not work. It's a vocation in life. It feeds your energy. You have to get it out of your brain that the job is going to drain you. It's a gift from God. If you have that girl, that's that rib, that enhances your energy, that's a gift from God. You have the right one already, be grateful. Because there's people, if you're with the wrong one, it's going to drain you. Okay, smash the like button if you're resonating with this. Alignment is a gift from God. Because there's people out there, and they just go for any relationship like a Band-Aid. They go for any job. And again, you will have to work through things. Okay? I've done all the jobs, all different types of jobs. I worked my way up. Now I could do this. But I went through it, right? I coach up a lot of the younger guys in the gym, all right? You got to work through it. Alignment is a gift from God. When you have that, finally achieved that work that you do, and it's in alignment, that's a gift from God. You got that divine counterpart, you got that girl, you got that guy. That's a gift from God. Because when you look out in the world and you see the disaster area that's out there, you don't have things just to have them. And you're going to realize how important these things are. Realize it now before it's too late. I had an opportunity to make the jump, and I performed at my finest. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I did it. I would have regret. Oh, you got the safety, the golden handcuffs, all this other stuff. I would have so much regret it would eat me away. It would eat me away. And that's what happens. You know, people miss out on these things. So then it eats them up on the inside. It is about now. It is always about now. There's no, I'm not ready. And I'm talking to everyone right now. Everyone's going to focus on this. There is no, I am not ready. And maybe in 2 years, it is now or never. And so what's the evidence? Okay, on this channel. Okay, you watch my very first video. Okay, I was like a deer in headlights. There's got to be a time, because there is a timeline. And you will miss out, and you will live with that regret. It is now. It is now. I had to get up. I had to make my first video, and I did it. It was now. There's an opportunity. There's an opportunity to be dislodged, and it was a very scary time. The opportunity is now. Never packed up and drove across country before. The opportunity is now. That's what you have to do. This is where you have to be. Smash the like button. October is now. And if people don't want to move with you, then they will watch you from a distance, and they will live with a regret inside and let it eat them up on the inside. It is about you. It is about I am, because I'm telling you this. You could feel the energy go through me right now. If I didn't do these things in those Octobers, 2021, 2023, it was now. It was now. Or don't do it. See how it works out for you. It is energizing, right, Richie? It's powerful. So what you want to do, ultimately, you want to get to a place. How you doing? I love when I get through my lesson plan. Oh, we're chilling out now. So ultimately, you want to be, listen carefully, you want to be safe and comfortable to be your true self. There's only going to be one guy out there that is going to allow you to be safe and comfortable in the relationship. Otherwise, you're never going to feel comfortable. I know there's a lot of people. There's only going to be a woman out there that is going to make you feel safe and comfortable. Okay, I feel it too. If you don't feel safe and comfortable, it's never going to work. And there's so many people out there. That's why you're tuned into this content. Because you know this, you feel this. You never feel safe and comfortable. It's so difficult for you to feel safe and comfortable. It could be in a relationship. You don't feel. You're reporting to that workplace all the time, and you don't even feel safe and comfortable at the workplace. So this is a time period. You got to listen carefully. You got to fix that subconscious program, and now you got to move. You got to feel safe and comfortable to be your true self. I don't have time for girls that don't want me to be my true self. I got to be me, the ball of love that I am, right? And some people, they reject love. They got to do their own inner work. And if they haven't done it yet, then they got to lose. They lose out. When I do this work, I don't care about trolls. How you doing, trolls in the comment section? Daddy's home. I don't give a what they think. I got to speak about what God wants me to speak about, what I feel from my soul. I got to be my true self, not make content, not talk about things because the worthless narcissist gets triggered. Do you understand how this works? Do you feel the fire? This is October. This is Red October, and it's time to hunt. It's time to go out. It's time to get your dreams. I did it before. We're going to do it again. We're back-to-back quantum shifting champions, bro. It's true. Oh, back-to-back quantum shifting champions. We have a lot of fun on this channel. It is Red October. It's red hot, baby. Red hot. Oh, Our Everyday Lives is red hot, baby. I got to be myself. You got to be yourself. And everything's just going to fall into place. And you can't wait for anyone. It is now. It is now. It is October. I went through it already. It's October. This really, so you see the importance of this urgent message. There will be people that will hold on. They're going to cling to that matrix schedule in their brain. It's not real. And then they're going to live with regret. If it was easy, it was not easy what I had to do. I fought. Now we're in a time period of love. We're attracting love like a magnet, but I had to go through seasons. I had to fight with everything I had. Now it's time for love. And it's going to come one way or the other. If you're very sharp, if you're very focused, you got to feel these things. That's why I try to, especially our men, I try to teach it like how, because I know women are more intuitive than men, and men aren't. So how do you work on your intuition? You got to get your clairs up. You have to get your spiritual senses up. Watch my full video on Ascension 101, how to detox your body and reset for optimal health. You have spiritual senses. And you don't feel these things when you're riddled with the toxins, the negative thoughts, and the trauma. Did you do the inner work? Get your clairs up, kid. What's up, line? Got to get your clairs up. Otherwise, you don't. You know. Not people that are beneath you. They don't know. You know. If people don't like this, get with it. Ascension is on the way up. Some people, it's called empowerment. There were earlier parts of my, so I learned. I'm going to be afraid. I'm not going to do this. Okay, you just sit there. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this, right? Hi, how you doing? Is your life looping in a circle? Is that you? Well, I can help you break free of the matrix. Just click subscribe. No, seriously. Is your life looping? So you click subscribe, do it right now. Take the Our Everyday Lives challenge. Ashley loves this, right? No, it's true. And smash. But it's going to come. You have to make a quantum decision, an event. There's going to come, it's going to get real tight, it's going to get real intense until that pressure builds up so much. And then you have to smash it like the divine masculine does. What's up, Overeem? I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate everyone. And, it's really about balance, especially on our journey. I had to go through time periods earlier on, being soft, then toughening up, and now I got to get soft again, right? This is our journey, and it's finding the balance. You have to, and that's how we protect. That's how we protect our women. That's how we protect our children. This is how we build a community. And stay healthy, bro. And stay healthy, and find what resonates with you. And that's why I really incorporated the fasting. I didn't want to hear fasting years ago. Everything I share on this channel, I share from a place of authenticity. We all change. If you're getting this message, change immediately. October. Or don't. This is it's an urgent message for October. And these are the changes that are happening inside of you. Lucia writes, you studied hard. I study every day. Every day I learn something new. I'm focused like never before. And this is where you have to be. You have to be focused. I'm focused on growth. I'm focused on improving my life. Everything I do is to improve my life. I don't tolerate garbage in my life. And I'm constantly looping it back in. And when I charge, I did a very powerful YouTube short on it. So we have powerful podcasts, we have world famous videos, and we also have YouTube shorts. So check them all out. But you have to charge yourself up, and then you could serve the world. You got to lead yourself, and then you could lead others. Do you get it, son? You got to lead yourself. I see this in the gym all the time. You know, it's all the same thing. It's all, whether you're working on your spiritual journey, where you're working on your wellness. And I see people that they know what to do, and then there's people that just follow the cool, whatever the cool thing is at the time. Every month is a different thing. Every month I eat differently, I study different stuff, I train differently according to what is relevant at the time. Right? So what's relevant right now is that this is a very important month. It's an opportunity. And you will either rise or you will loop. I won't even say, I mean, some people will fall because what happens is, so we don't stay the same. That's why it's getting, like, it's going to get worse and worse. So people are going to get better and better, and people might get worse and worse because the regret eats you up inside, and there's only so many times. So it's always you, and I would have regret if I didn't push through the fear. And I say, oh God, why do I gotta, oh my God, but I did it. So regardless of what it is in your life, and this is the October, otherwise you're always gonna be at that level. You're always gonna be alone. It's you. You know the answers inside of you. If you're going to gurus, if you're going to your hyena clique around the water cooler, listen, I get a lot of things. Certain parents are jealous. They're narcissistic parents, and they sabotage their daughters. And so I get all these different comments. Okay, leave comments. If whatever I talk about, we're a community here. We talk about everything, and everyone's life is different, So there's going to be people, right? You could have a father figure. You could be a woman, and you have a father figure or a stepfather, and they treated you poorly, and now you're afraid of men. You got to break. I know again, it's not a good thing, but you got to break through it in October. You got to break through it in October, girl. Okay? You might be a guy, and you got done wrong in a relationship from the past. You had a parasite, That doesn't mean the next one is going to be like that. You got to get over it, bro. You got to do it now. And you'll feel it. You're going to feel it. If you're thinking with your brain, like I know, I don't need, there's so many things in life I don't need. But when I'm called from my heart, that's the answer. That's the answer. Smash the like button if it resonates with you. I appreciate that. Allows others to find this very powerful, urgent update. And this is the moment. This is the moment. And again, it's always free will, and we're either going to rise or fall. So it's a very powerful. It's been a powerful week, and I just would like to thank everyone that supported the channel this week. Thank you to Peter, Paul, Kenna, Marla, Shane, and Courtney for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. I'm so grateful for everyone's support. And I show up every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. And yeah, I'm reading the chat right now. Some people, did you answer the call? Like, some people are called. You were called in 2025. And some people, they're gonna hang up the phone, and some people are gonna go right after their passion. your passion in life for whatever it is. It could be, you know, relationship, job, living condition, whatever it is. You got to get up. Don't do that. Don't make that music, right? And then you do it anyway. There were things that people told, don't do that. I did it anyway. I did it my way. And that's how you become the best there is. And you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be strong like never before. Answer the call. Yeah, and that brain is probably going to lie to you. I don't know if that was a troll or that was a comment, because the brain lies to you. The heart doesn't. Let me say it again. The brain lies to you. The heart doesn't. So I know. You know. I knew exactly what I had to do. And to be honest with you, I had, like, in the rational brain, when I had these timeline jumping points in October, there was an inner calmness. Even though the previous version of myself would say, this is so scary, you know, it's really not. And you're going to know there's an inner calm. It's going to say, it's okay, it's safe. I'm going to be safe. Listen to the words. I got to be safe and comfortable to be my true, authentic self. Everyone's writing that in the comments also today. I am safe and comfortable to be my true and authentic self. In the relationship, I am safe and comfortable to be my true and authentic self. At the workplace, in your job, I am safe and comfortable to be my true and authentic self. See? The bird agrees. I love the birds. I love the birds. I love the kittens. Man, I really reflected on this. If things went different, but it's okay. I had to go through this chaos this year. But if things worked out a different way, I might be also already in a different life. Of course, I'm from Brooklyn. We have pigeons over there, Frank. I love them all. You know, they're funny. I took a picture. I shared a picture. These birds showed up. They never were here before, and then they all of a sudden showed up in the area. I've never seen these birds before. So, and you might be, you know, realizing there's new plant life, there's new birds. These are little glitches that show you that you shifted timelines. I'm grateful for all of you. I did very powerful videos this week. If you missed them, they're going to appear at the end of this live stream podcast. It's going to be at the pinned comment. I really encourage you to listen to every word, because it shifts you from a subconscious. So especially when I stand out in nature, I'm sharing for the people that are new to the channel. I kind of make jokes and I have fun with you here on the live streams. But if I'm standing out in nature, it's a very powerful message that I'm to deliver. Really focus in, change at a subconscious level. That's what those messages are for. You got it, kid. And you feel it on the inside. So I love you all. Appreciate community support. Like, comment, share. Click subscribe if you haven't. It really does help. All these little things. Hit me up on Facebook. Our Facebook is exploding right now. I'm so grateful for the community support. And I posted some diagrams in the past couple of days to help explain this for the people that, you know, maybe you're not well versed on what's happening over the past few years. Yesterday's diagram is gonna, and you say, oh, you look at the diagram, and you say, yeah, this is what happened. This is what happened. So I love you all. A new path has emerged. Neuroplasticity. I love it. I love it. So stay focused, stay inspired. I'm the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. The light is here, right? You see that? Divine timing. Rise up. Don't be afraid. Open that heart, kid. Open that heart, kid. Right? I love you. Bye for now.